Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 different ways you can earn money from home. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world or what you do. If you've got some extra time, you've got a computer, and you've got some internet connection, that's all you need. I'm going to be taking you through how much you can earn for each job. So I'm going to start at the start and also show you what the maximum will look like. So I'm also going to show you what you need and where to apply for these jobs. So one thing that's worth me mentioning is that you do not need any startup fee to start with any of these jobs. So it's not a business, it's a job. And I'm really excited. If you're excited, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I'm going to take you through each job. So the first one that I want to start with is, if you are ready, I would like to start with bookkeeping, a virtual bookkeeper. So, what does a virtual bookkeeper do? A bookkeeper is in high demand at the moment. A lot of people are becoming self employed in the UK and in the US, and they're looking for bookkeepers. And this is something that's really high in demand at the moment. So if you can get yourself some skills in terms of bookkeeping, you can learn using YouTube. There's some sites as well that I'll share in the description box for you. All you need to do is click on it and it will take you to the different sites where you can actually learn bookkeeping processes. So you're not required to be an accountant. You're not an accountant. A bookkeeper prepares all the transaction for an accountant so he can do the final accounts. So your job as a bookkeeper, you're responsible for preparing all the transactions and inputting them into a software. So these softwares, they're now like QuickBooks, they're now online, so it makes it really easy and convenient for bookkeepers to be virtually. So I'm just going to share my screen with you quickly so we can have a look at the amount of pay you can expect to get as a bookkeeper. So you could charge from £25 an hour to £200 an hour. So really the lower end is where I would expect someone who's inexperienced to start, because how it works is, if you go on one of these websites and put up a profile of yourself and advertise that you're now a bookkeeper, people are not going to be really likely to come to you. But what you can do is prepare some adverts, prepare some work that you've done. So probably offer some work to colleagues, to friends, and then those friends can then go on these websites and give you some feedback. And that is what you need. So once you get that feedback, people can now trust you as someone who's going to do an excellent job, and that's how the pay that you charge increases. So to start with, you start with $25 an hour, and that's not a bad price at all, considering that you do not need a degree to be a bookkeeper. You can just learn this online and you're good to go. So where can you find jobs for a bookkeeper? You can find jobs for a bookkeeper via Fiverr, People Per Hour. Maybe let me just check the name of the other website. So I will be sharing all of these with you. So Upwork is another really good one that I've checked, that you can get jobs from there. So you basically advertise yourself, and people who need those skills will come looking for you. So again, I'll share all the details in the description box. The second one on my list is a virtual assistant. So what does a virtual assistant do? A virtual assistant offers admin support. So we're talking about general office work. So if you're someone who's worked in the office before, you're confident, answering calls, responding to emails, writing letters. If you are someone who's professional, these skills anybody can learn. And I would recommend that if this is a really, really good one for people who are aspiring or looking for something else to do to start with. So it's basically learning to use emails, learning to type on Word document, and you can learn this using Google. You can learn this by watching YouTube videos. There's so much content around this online that can teach you basic principles of how to work in an office. So the sort of jobs that you will be doing as a virtual assistant are around managing calendars, setting up spreadsheets, mail merge, sending letters or typing letters. It might be that you're making booking arrangements like flight arrangements, hotel arrangements for a business. So these are some of the things that you would be expected to do as a virtual assistant. How much does a virtual assistant get paid? They get paid from about $10 up to about $25. That's if you're working for a company in the US. But if you're working from a company within the UK, we're talking about from around £10 to £20. And this varies again depending on the people that you've worked for and the feedback that they've given you. You could charge more than that. So we can see some people are charging around £12 an hour. And you've got on the other end, some people are charging £85 an hour. So why is that? If we look at this person, they've got 5-star rating, they've done 40 jobs. So now they are really getting the money because they are proven. People are most likely going to go for them because they've got an excellent review. And then the lowest here from this screen is asking for £12 an hour. So you can see how big the difference is, and this person's done 14 jobs. So it might be that also the more things you learn, like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, those things are going to give you reason to charge more. So if we look at this one, this person's offering Microsoft Office, email marketing, WordPress, which is a website building website, photography. So she does have 17 things in her hat. So there's a lot that she does offer, and that explains why the rate is so high. So we can see this one who's charging £12 is more bookkeeping, QuickBooks. So there really isn't a lot on her profile, but $12 dollars is not a low rate. So I believe she's starting. So you can also start around those prices. So I would encourage you, work on your Microsoft skills, just learning to type, learning to use the key, like email accounts like Outlook, Gmail, forwarding emails, replying emails, the really basic skills, typing, practice your typing skills. These are some of the skills that you're required to have when you're working in an office. So I guess another requirement for a virtual assistant is your ability to speak and write good English. It varies with who your employer is, but that's one of the requirements that you need: ability to write and ability to speak confidently. So I'm just going to move on to the third one, which is video editing. I cannot stress how much video editing is in demand at the moment. We've got a lot of people who are influencers on Instagram, on Facebook, and these people are in need of someone who can edit their videos. So video editing has just gone off the roof. Everybody wants their videos edited. No one's got time to edit videos. So people are paying to get this service. So this is something that you can learn on your own, watching YouTube videos. So going online and learning to edit, it's just priceless. You can charge whatever price you want when you've got the skills. So I would encourage you to invest some time in learning to edit videos. So start off with taking videos perhaps at home, and just spend that time learning. I would recommend using Canva. It's a free software that you can use. Some of our laptops, they come with these free editing tools, so make use of anything that is free so that you can be a video editor. You do not need a degree, you do not need to pay high school fees in order for you to edit videos, but the amount of money you can earn for this is so high. So people are charging from about £12 to about £400, depending on the kind of work that you're requesting. Again, I would say going on Fiverr, people per hour, other websites that I've mentioned already, like Upwork, those you can find yourself a job there. So again, set up a profile of yourself, show the work that you can do, create some adverts, and attract customers. Before you know it, you'd be charging really, really high amounts. But if you don't start something, you just never know. I'm going to move on to the fourth one, which is one of my favorites. This is something that I did and I loved doing. It's CV writing. Anyone can learn to write an excellent CV. In the UK, there's so many websites, professional websites like Indeed, like Total Jobs, so many of them where you can learn to write CVs. I would recommend that anyone who's looking for something extra to do, this is an easy one to do. You can learn how to write CV for your friends, write CV for a family member, and get them to give you feedback on my Fiverr, Upskill, or people per hour. So I would say really focus on that area, and you'll be charging a lot of money for that. So the prices could range from about £10 an hour to £100 an hour. So the last one that I'm going to talk about is virtual English teacher. So if you are really good at speaking English, I would recommend that you consider applying for a job so that you can teach English. I'm just going to share this website with you. So there's so much demand for a virtual English teacher at the moment. You're required to have some good English, a good level of English speaking and writing in order for you to do this. So I would recommend, there's so many websites where you can that you can work for, where you can get jobs. And I'm just going to show you my screen. So these are the different companies that are looking for teachers, and this is the hourly rates they're offering. So some of them do not require a degree, some of them do not need previous experience, some of them do not require a TEFL qualification. So this is a qualification that you need if you're teaching a foreign language. As you can see, some of them do prefer to do it, and this certificate costs around £100 to £200, and it takes you about a week or 2 weeks to complete. So it shouldn't really be a barrier if you find a really good employer. Again, some of these do not require any teaching experience. Some of them say none, some of them say preferred, Some of them do prefer 1 year teaching experience. There's a lot of courses here, as you can see. The different offerings that they offer, from £9 to £10.50. Some people are offering £7.20 to £8.20 an hour. Some of them are offering there are loads of them, and the prices vary. So I would encourage you to do this one. If you're a confident English speaker, it's ideal for you to learn that, right? I did say 5, but I'm just going to give you a final one as a bonus. So one that I would like to talk about is a data entry. This is a bonus one. So data entry is in demand at the moment. So what's data entry? So you're basically looking at, companies are looking for people who they've probably written down like medical records, but now they're transferring them onto a software so that it's easily accessible as and when they need it. So data entry would be a person who reads those medical records, and then they put it into a computer, and the prices that you could charge vary. Again, if you go to People Per Hour, Fiverr, if you go to Upwork, and places like Indeed, Total Jobs, there are some jobs on there for you to apply and actually do. So you probably log in and see different things that people are asking for. So if we look, for instance, now I've done a search on data entry jobs. So we can see that someone's asking for £2,000 for someone to type documents that are in a PDF format. So this is a really good one. So you could go on this website and actually bid for one of these and say, I can do it, and I can do it with this, I can return this to you within this certain amount of time. There's another one that says less than 30 hours a week are needed, 3 to 6 months. So this sounds like a really nice job. The pay is not there, but I would encourage you to have a look at these. There's another £3,000 job, another £2,000 job. You do not require any skills at all to be a data entry. Just be good at typing. Some of these jobs, you get them for like 3 months, 6 months. So you got 3 months to type, 6 months to type. And I would definitely recommend you go for this. There's no training that you need per se, but the only thing that I would say is practice your typing skills. You want to spend as less time as possible so that you can get more work and get paid more, rather than taking a longer period of time to type something. I guess this is it. That's all that I had for you. I do have a lot more that I wanted to cover, but I didn't want this video to be long, so I'll cover those on my next video. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. This is going to let YouTube know that you're enjoying the content that I like, and they're going to circulate this video if you found it useful and other people also find it useful. If you haven't done so and you enjoy the content I'm sharing with you, please hit the subscribe button, and I shall see you next time with new content. Thanks for your time.